and joined by Lazra.
Hello.
Well, let's begin, I guess. I mean, it's probably going to be a pretty short one because there's no next week's games.
Mm.
So yeah, let's take a look at schedule. In the last day, we had Metal finally win a game versus the Odd Sox because he was a concede.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Do you know what happened in this conceit? Because I know what happened.
what happened?
So, so the Lizardmen started off their offense. They croc stub skulled, and then that ended their turn. And then Metal straight up killed Hack, and then KO'd the Croxicle that was on the floor with a foul, and that was the concession.
He
So,
conceded on turn 1 against the league boss. Is that right?
I think that's what we call bold.
Yeah.
Um,
It's a, I mean, it's a choice.
it's a strategy.
Yeah, like,
Should we move on?
yeah,
Interesting way to end the season for the odds.
an odd choice there.
Very odd.
Like, a lone
Right, on to
guy.
my favourite result of the week, because this is the result that got me into play-ins.
Okay,
It's
it's
1-1.
the tie because, like we said, Mark can't do anything but tie anymore.
Yep,
2-5-0. Well, he didn't lose anything at least.
exactly. He's undefeated, which I can't say the same. I lost 3 games, but still scored more points than he did.
Right.
Oh, exciting.
So,
But no, it's a shame.
is it?
Yeah, because Dockmar's a good coach. You want to see him in the top set, you know. He's got a
Right. I
decent
mean,
team.
he was virtually second. The only thing in the way of him being second is the fact that he had one less touchdown than Carneat.
Hmm.
So, I mean, he was basically in the top 2, sort of.
Pretty much. It's a good effort.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a 1-1 draw.
Yeah.
Nothing super exciting there. No crazy removal game. I don't. I couldn't. I didn't. I said I would stream it, and then it clashed with my clan game, so I couldn't stream it.
Right.
Sadly.
Yeah.
Which
Oh
is a
god,
shame.
you saying clan game gave me PTSD right there. Whiplash.
Yeah. Do you reckon you'll take a new blood next season, or are you still going to abide by the logic that
I don't know.
teams never get totally used? What are you going to do for the rest of the season? How are you gonna bust yourself now?
Probably.
I can't it's weird because I was used to being the bus and now you're
Then
going to
I
be the
had
bus.
5 players die on my clan team, and everything just.
Yeah, he's not exaggerating. There's not even like niggles. There's like 5 deaths
5 deaths.
and then like a couple of stat vests. I think it's at least 1 stat vest. So yeah, that was a massacre of a game.
Yep. At least I dealt some of it back. I mean, I killed 2 of his players.
Do you know that EIC'd that white that you
Yeah, I
killed?
know.
So you didn't even do any damage.
I
Do you
killed
not
that white
EIC any of your
twice.
guys?
What?
Did you EIC any one of your guards?
No. No.
It's going to be a long clan season for you, buddy.
I know. I might. Nah. I mean, neither of those
It's too late
guards
now.
were like anything else than level 2. So it's like it sucks, but we have more important pieces.
That's true.
Like the problem wasn't that I lost very good pieces; is that I lost a lot of decent pieces.
At least it was on the clan team and not on your Chorf team.
I mean, I
You
guess.
lost all the pieces. You know.
Either who, onwards.
You know we can carry you through it.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, onwards to the Chubstep game.
Right, Chubstep won against the Green Bay Packmasters. He outbashed them, something fierce it looks like.
Yeah, even though he doesn't have any, well, he does have the 1 mighty blow, but it only got 1 Kaz. It was the strength up lineman with guard that got 2 Kaz turned right up.
Not bad.
And I think one of the rats fell over and killed itself.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, 2-1 grind. Classic.
Nice to see Chubstep getting some good results there.
All the quality names are rising to the top.
Right.
If only the season was a little bit longer.
I mean, we're not quite done yet, but I mean, I enjoyed recapping this stuff.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. Yeah, I don't think I don't know what Dips will get next time, but
Mm,
like
is it today or tomorrow the unveiling of the divs is?
tomorrow
Tomorrow, pity.
it's going to be a spreadsheet stream apparently.
I would
Everyone's
like
very
those.
excited.
I think Gruff Billy's Vendetta loses against the Vicious Virtuosi.
I can't. Has there been a week where you've got that right? I don't
Maybe
think so.
it's
I
it's
doubt it.
uh, well,
But you won't have to say it anymore unless we get
unless we get them next week,
their split.
next, yeah.
Yeah. God, this is a dangerous team, Vicious Virtuoso, isn't it? But yeah,
Hmm.
2-0, pretty conclusive against Beer Monkey. Beer Monkey saying that we always predict him to lose. Well, we predicted him to lose this time, and he lost.
I mean, if you predict the loss
So
enough
there's some method
times,
to the madness.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that was that in terms of last week's games. Then we go over to development.
Mhm.
Let's take a look at let's take a look at Metal Steam. Part of the problem. He got a level on a zombie, unassisted foul death. Wait, I haven't seen it yet. Dirty player.
No.
Wrestle, actually.
Yeah, he didn't want to go for the third one.
Wait, so he
I
has
love how
one.
the
Yeah, he
guard
has.
piece isn't called guard, and the dirty player piece isn't called dirty player.
Yeah, he has one like foul-oriented like name in this entire team, and he doesn't give it dirty player. It's heresy.
Yeah, it's a choice, isn't it? Hmm.
Oh well.
Apart from that, looking forward to the. Well, they've made the bottom half, haven't they? Do you think he's going to reroll this?
No.
I
I
don't
mean,
think
he
so either.
has
But
to be getting
I
sick of
think he's having
rerolls.
some fun with it. That's
Yeah,
the thing.
he has some good pieces.
Yeah, I still can't get over how he had a Pom Brett Blitzer that got the most casualties in a single season ever from any player in GMAN, and then re-rolled the team.
Didn't that Palmer like get busted in some way?
I don't think it did, unless it was like week 13,
Yeah, it was towards the end.
maybe after I played him. But that was a vicious piece, and he still re-rolled that team. So hopefully,
Yeah, but he
he
rolled the
finds a
team
team that
because
he
Brett's
enjoys playing.
are bad. I'm pretty
Tell
sure.
that to Gerber. Gerber's winning with them, man.
Yeah, I know, and it's the exception that proves the rule. It's like Hindus and Kislev,
Alright, I like it.
you know. So
It's
yeah.
like Kianda and Goblins.
I guess I haven't really been paying attention to his goblins.
He has a winning record with Goblins, I'm pretty sure.
Ooh, that's an interesting. Okay, sure. Shall we go north to the Astral Blues? 1640
Yeah, that's
already. They got a level on the Mighty Blow Tackle one. That's probably dodge. It is indeed.
his dodge.
Good. Yeah, I mean
That's
that's
a
really the
stat
only
blitzer.
option there.
Yeah. On a normal, not much else.
Normal, yeah. Even on a double, I think you maybe consider Juggernaut and maybe just take
I
dodge
think I would
instead.
take Juggernaut over Dodge just for the utility.
Hmm.
But obviously that wasn't the case, and we get a Dodger.
Mhm.
So yeah. This team I think is probably quite happy that it hasn't made the split because you look at it and
Yeah.
it's got some level 2 pieces, but it doesn't have all the defensive skills yet, so it might have gotten torn apart a bit.
I'm surprised it went undefeated, really.
Yeah. Well, I'm not surprised because it's Darkmark coaching it. And he got that early mighty blow in the early guard and knew exactly where he was at. Um,
Guess.
but yeah, they should have a good second half of the season, definitely.
Yeah. The Jogo Bonito. Carnate
Mhm.
gets one level 2. It's on Fepe, the Lino. He gets Wrestle.
The DP.
So, always sad when
Sometimes.
a dirty player levels, isn't it?
Yeah, he got a random chaos, I think, and that was enough
Mm-hmm.
to tip him over the edge. So yeah, after all this play, there's still 2 rookie Blackhawks on this team.
Yep. Such as
So for all the stat freaks, it's sort of a bit spookily underskilled still.
right on the
For
truly
1500
Blackhawks.
TV, he has 2 skills on his Blackhawks,
Yeah.
which feels to me like a Skaven team where it's 1500 TV and you have like Almighty Blow Vermin and that's it.
Mhm.
Just feels a bit
His other
like
pieces are good.
like his other pieces are good, but that's like the engine room of the team and it's a bit undermanned. I don't think there's much he could have done about it
No.
because he's been in a really stacked div, so it's not like he'd have found many spots to get that Blackhawk handoff in.
And to be
But
fair,
he's probably being pushed right to the wire by really good coaches all the way through.
he's probably been pretty unlucky with injuries and MVPs because if you look at where the SBPs are at for the Blackhawks, all of them are in MVP range, and like
Yeah,
2 of them are in injury range.
exactly. I just realised. I say it's happy. Like they came second, didn't they?
Did they?
Yeah, they did. They came second, so
Oh
they're
yeah,
going into the split.
they are.
Oh God, good luck, Carney.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sure you don't need it, but there's going to be a lot better teams than that Orc team making the split. That's for certain.
We'll see. We'll see.
Do you want to test my theory, by the way? So I'm seeing a lot of Agi teams making in these top 2s now.
Oh, you want to take a look at what teams ended up there? Okay.
Yeah.
So, does a bash coach want to go into the split if they are underdeveloped? Well, first off, you have Dark Elves and Orcs, which is Div 5A. So you got 1 Agi and 1 Orc team.
Yep. So it's 1-to-1.
Yes. Dark Elf Dwarf, so it's still 1-to-1. Well, 2-to-2.
Yeah.
Then High Elves and
Lizards.
Lizardmen, 3-to-3.
3-to-3.
Chaos Dwarves and Lizardmen, it's 3-to-5.
12 and Skaven, 5-to-5.
Amazons to Necro.
6-to-6.
You telling me
Well,
Amazon is a...
Yeah, no, probably the other way. Yeah. 5-to-7. And
Amazons
then
and
Amazon and
Wood
Wood Elf,
Elves.
6-to-8. And then
And that's
6-to-10.
No, the other ones
Oh
don't
shit,
go into
yeah.
the split. So it's
6-to-10,
close,
6-to-12.
but I still
Yeah, to be
don't-
fair, the bottom 4 divs are all bashy teams. So yeah, fair enough. You were right. I was wrong. But you know what? It's fine.
I doubt it's a huge thing, but
Yeah, it's just an interesting little. Like in my head, it worked one way, but in practice, it's clearly the other. It's the other way around.
I think it's the fact that most Agi teams sort of struggle without some of those early core skills, like especially High Elves and Pro Elves, which is a fair amount of the Agi teams there.
Yeah.
They really need more than a season to actually get results in. Like perhaps even more so than, say, Chaos.
Oh, I don't know. I think it'll be on a par with Chaos. I wouldn't say it would be less. Because Chaos don't even start with like block
Right.
on any piece.
But like then you have like stuff like High Elves, and they start with only 2 block and no dodge whatsoever, which I think might be
Better
even
than
worse.
0 block and 0 dodge in Agi 3.
Yeah, but the Chaos don't have to dodge.
That's
right.
true.
Either way.
Either way.
Interesting side tangent, but we should continue. It's Chubstep's team, Men Are Muppets. They got a couple levels there. Kermit the Frog, it's the Strength 4 Blitzer. He gets Guard. Okay. To get even more of that strength advantage. I like it. Dr. Teeth, the Thrower, gets Block, which is solid. And then Scooter the Catcher gets Guard. Even more doubles.
Ooh. Nice. All the guard. Wonderful stuff.
Yes, it is looking good. Some nice and mobile guard there. I
Yeah,
like
up to 4 guard with 2 more on the way. 3 more if you get the ogre up there. Yes. I mean, humans I always struggle to say that they're looking good, but they're not looking bad.
Right. Yes. I think he has the tools to make something off of this team.
Yeah, I think he'll definitely keep that team. I don't think there's a question of re-rolling or anything.
Green Bay Packmasters. They get Wrestle Dauntless on... Well, Their Wrestle Dauntless gets a level, that's it. You get Strip Ball. I
Hmm.
like it. There's always a case to be made for going tackle first, but in the early divs, usually you can get more value out of Strip Ball. So I
Yep.
agree with Strip Ball there, as long as tackle is next, probably. I mean, there's
Hmm.
a case to be made for leap, but it should probably be tackle.
I think tackle then leap because it gives you more opportunities to get like agi or something or like horns.
Sure. Then his accurate thrower gets a level. He gets safe throw, which...
Safe throw. That is a dedicated passing piece.
Wait, let me double check that safe throw and not dump off. Yeah, it's safe throw.
It's safe throw.
It's... I mean, I don't like it. I'll be honest.
Oh yeah, no, I hate it, but I also love it.
I mean, safe throw is a great skill on actual proper throwers, but I wouldn't consider Skaven throwers to be proper throwers. They're Agi 3, and their gutter runners can probably do a better job of it.
Yeah, I always feel like they're like a lead. They're a leader piece in clan if you want to save. I think after you add the extra skills off of the being a liner, it's like a saving of 10 TV or something.
Mm-hmm.
Um, or you get lucky and roll like extra arms, big hand, or something.
Yeah.
But on normals, he gets really bloaty really quickly. So
Relatively
we'll see. I don't know.
deadlifts.
I mean, if I was the Skaven coach, looking at the record, I've got one level on a Storm Vermin. I've got a good Saka. I'm only at 12-10, so I've got Wizards. I don't know. I don't know whether I'd keep it or not. I don't know what they're doing either. I don't know whether they'll keep it or not.
I
I
got
feel
no
like they will.
idea. He just really
They've
lacks
taken the
those.
levels, which implies that they're going to keep it.
Sure.
Yeah. It's just not been a super successful season for Sigmund.
Yeah.
Although I will say again, there are some big names in that division, so I think he might have just got sharked a bit.
True.
Poor guy. Yeah.
Needs
The
to
moment
if he does
sad.
keep the team, he needs to try and focus on more levels on those Storm Vermin. They're both quite close to a level.
Yeah, I think everyone will tell him that. I think he's probably sick to death of hearing it, but it is true. Like he needs to just get one to like piling on or claw, and everything gets a bit easier once you start leveling up the playing field.
Yes.
Even just a dirty play alignment, just have all the options open.
Yeah. Gruff Bullies Vendetta. It's the Chaos teams. They get a level on one of their block warriors, and it's guard.
Nice. I'm liking the guard on the warriors.
Yeah.
That's a really good idea.
I don't know what I really think about it. There's cases to be made for going guard. There's cases to be made for going mighty blow. I mean, he might go mighty blow on the next two.
Yeah, I think they might. To be fair, we'll see. We'll see how the rest of the team's shaping up.
Right.
But it's a well done team. Like all the roles are quite clearly defined. In bit like as all the goats, there's no ambiguousness over the skill choices really. There's no like mix ups. You got the clear killer, like the wrestle, the Roger, who's trying to level it up and be a half decent sacker, a sweeper.
I mean, I sort of wonder what the strength up Goatman is supposed to be.
Yeah, I think he's just going to turn into like a second, or he might eventually turn into your number one killer, or maybe a juggernaut sort of piece. Like I don't know. Maybe give him guard, turn him into another warrior essentially.
Could be an option, yeah.
So a lot of angles there. So we'll see where they take that.
Yes.
I don't know where I'd take it myself.
Yeah, I'm unsure.
Looking at the team, I'd probably. It depends. If he gets to level 5 before the other block goat or indestructible Bob gets another level, I might consider mighty blow, but I think it would probably end up just being like guard stand firm or something, or like guard juggernaut frenzy.
No clue.
Actually, yeah, strength 5 on the blitz, definitely like frenzy, juggernaut, and maybe mighty blow. That might be something, but I don't know for sure.
I really don't know. I mean, Skaven aren't. No clue. But we should be going over to the Vicious Virtuosi. It's
Mm-hmm.
1740. Yeah, not bad. He's up there. He gets a couple
They are
levels.
up there.
Sylvana, the Witch Elf, gets tackle.
And they've bought another witch elf, Gloriana.
Tackle is sort of odd. Um,
Yeah, it's
wrestle
kind of
tackle.
odd. I mean, I guess they think they're going into the split. There's going to be dodge lying around, so they want that backup tackle, I suppose.
Sure.
I'm not sure.
Uh,
Actually, 5 lineman is still on 6 of 16, which is a bit of a shame.
mhm.
But
Honestly,
know,
scoring on Agi 5 lineman is a pain.
yeah, it is
Because
a
it's
real pain.
only movement 6, so it's like, you're gonna be sort of reliant on some MVPs there.
Yeah, I had an Agi 5 in my perpetual ladder team,
Right.
and it took me a long time to get them to level.
You say the Agi 5 Lino is still 6 out of 16, but that Lino leveled up this game. He only just got
Oh,
Agi.
did they? Oh, I take it all back then. Oh, nice, they rolled a stat.
Yeah, that's
That's
good.
fun.
Were we thinking about the Acer Blues and their Agi 5 maybe?
Maybe something like that.
Must
I
be
don't
it.
know. I'm not gonna lie. I thought you'd have made a big fanfare about because you talked about the tackle, and I was like, oh, that must be the only level up if you're spending so much time talking about tackle.
Oh no, it's
So I just assumed that I missed it from an early weeks. That's what I tend to do. But yeah, it's a really good team to guard.
sure.
I hope it's not in my part of the split divs because I'll probably lose to this team.
I mean, Dark
Probably.
Elves are one of those Agi teams that sort of do shine in the early seasons. I mean, look at that Blodge.
Yeah, look at it.
Hmm.
It's a really fun mix of blodge, elfiness, and then you got a mighty blow, 2 guard. You got the rest. You got the frenzy feast. I gotta tell you, I watched my mentee play. He's Wood Elves. He was playing a dark elf team. And I don't think he'd ever played against frenzy before because he gave up 6 serfs,
Oh my god.
like 6, and he went on to draw
What?
because the dark elf coach it was a college game. There was a glaring mistake every single turn. So even though the Dark Elf coach was able to surf half my mentee's team, he still exposed the ball to the War Dancer for like a 1 dice hit with strip ball. And they didn't. They decided to not mark the lineman who was in scoring range.
God.
Yeah, that was a fun couple of turns. So yeah, that was a fun replay to watch. But yeah, Dark Elves were a fun team.
Not as fun as high
Playoffs
obviously,
maybe.
but was that
Playoffs for this team.
playoff
For challenges.
team? Dude, I don't think we can say like Dark Elves winning playoffs is the norm. I think even though Agreen is a very good coach, he did get very lucky. So I mean, this team might go to playoffs, but I don't think he hopes he will go. I know I wouldn't.
Yeah. You're scared of playoffs.
I am. I've been there twice. Well,
Ooh,
actually,
look at
no,
you.
no. First time was play-ins. I got into the final rounds of play-ins. The other one was
So
playoffs.
you've only got to playoff once.
Yes.
Oh, I want to level. I want to make it to playoffs now, so I can say that I've been to playoffs more often than you.
Okay.
That's gonna be my motivation.
Uh-huh. Wait, you've been to
Get the one
playoffs?
up in.
When did that happen?
I made it. Oh, so you know I went to playoffs. So I can season 11.
Oh, yeah, because you won the metal div. The party div.
Yeah, I won the party div,
Right.
and then lost in round 1 of playoffs because
Yeah.
I decided to not use dodge on a tackle piece because it was 1:30 a.m. and I played my game.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Because it was the only time that they could make, and I was going on holiday the day after, and I really wanted to play it. So, but it would not have been, if I didn't play it that night, I would not have been played. So I had to play it then.
Ah.
So I 4-man fireballed, and then thought I'd be clever and because there was a tackle piece not choose to use dodge, thinking I could just team re-roll it, and then yeah, went on to lose both times. Yeah, the thing is though, I did that, and then it still came down to overtime. If I'd have won the toss, I would have just attacked first and then one turned with my natural one turner.
Oh yeah.
But I lost the toss, so I lost playoff game.
Right.
And it was live streamed in front of everyone, and everyone saw, man, this guy's an idiot. What the hell's he doing? But I was actually just quite sleep deprived.
Yeah.
Yeah. But hopefully, when Korash gets to playoffs with this insane Dark Elf team, they'll put in a better show than I did.
Mm-hmm.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's the Orc team with all the strength ups and just the strength ups going into the split, and then it's the Dark Elves, which we just talked about. Everyone else didn't make the cut, sadly.
Yeah. Or not, sadly, depending on how they view
Or
it.
not sadly. Probably mostly not sadly.
Yeah.
Unless they have a real thirst for playoff Blood Bowl. Against really well developed teams, coached by really good coaches. Ugh. I'm just a seal clubber at heart. Couldn't be me.
Okay.
That's all.
Well, aren't we done?
Yeah, I think we're pretty done.
Yeah.
We were going to have Shubstep on, but he's away with work, so he wasn't able to make it, sadly.
Yeah. Oh, I need to tell him that. Yeah.
What, we recorded without you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they'll find out when the VOD goes up.
True.
I say VOD recording.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, it probably would be polite to let him know that we had to go ahead
Yeah.
on our own this time. So yeah. I don't know. Do you have anything else to add
Not
before I lose my voice?
I enjoyed recapping this, Div.
Yeah. Oh, it's fun recapping admin. It's fun recapping admins, isn't it? Because it lets you talk about the league at large, and that's always fun.
Right.
Whereas when you've just got a bunch of nobodies, it's sort of like,
Jesus.
a bit boring.
Right. Yeah, no,
Anyway.
for sure.
My 2 cents.
Okay. Well, maybe I get some of you guys next season.
Yeah,
or
next half of the season.
Next half of the season. That's a better way of putting that. But yeah, I've been me, and Lazar has been himself. And
I have.
I don't know. Maybe we'll see you guys at some point in the future.